While the market battles price hikes, there is one thing that is about to get cheaper. Apple's most affordable laptop ever hits the shelves tomorrow. It's called the Macbook Neo, and at a little over $1,000, it's cheaper than most iPhone models. Paul Spain, CEO, Gorilla Tech, is with us this morning. Hey, Paul.
Good morning, Ryan.
Oh, this sounds exciting. Well, how much is it? What does it cost?
So they're launching it into the New Zealand market, $1,149, or for the education market, for students at schools and university education use, it's going to come in sub $1,000, $979. So this is quite a coup for Apple. We're used to their MacBooks being more expensive sort of items. 2200 I think is about the next model up. So you're virtually half that price. So I think this is something that's going to really win a bit more market share for Apple in that education sector especially.
What's the difference between that and, I'm just looking at it looks just like a normal MacBook. How can they do it cheaper?
Yeah, so what they've done is the chip in there, that's its brain, it's smart, comes from the iPhone 16 Pro. So it's actually a phone chip in there rather than the normal M series chips that are across all of the other Macs. So that's one way they keep the price down. They're limiting the memory to 8 gigs of RAM. Now, if this were a Windows machine, we'd probably be, when trying it out, having a bit of a laugh about its performance, but Apple seem to be able to get their Macs to actually run okay for a bunch of things on 8 gigs of RAM. Windows, you typically need 16 for it to be useful. But we also see in the market the Chromebooks that come in with 4 gigs of RAM, upwards. So you've got less memory, there's less ports, you can't put dual monitors on it and run your laptop screen as well. So there are some other limitations in there, but overall at that price point, it seems like a banging good deal that they're gonna win some really good market share and sell a lot of.
Yeah, it does, and you don't need all of the storage space anymore, do you? Because you've got cloud where you put everything.
Yeah, well, you've got the local storage, which is 256, and that base model. There's a model for $150 more with 512 locally, and then that 8 gigs of RAM. But look, I think this is going to really win a bit of attention for Apple, and when you can buy a MacBook for less than a lot of the current iPhone models, that seems like a pretty attractive offer.
Yeah, hard to take a phone call on though, I would imagine.
Well, actually they do a speakerphone, and if you've got an iPhone, they actually sync up seamlessly.
Oh,
so
really?
If the phone rings while you're sitting at your MacBook, you can just take that call as though it were a video call of some, you could do video and audio calls directly on there, and it seamlessly links with the iPhone. So it's actually pretty slick.
Goodness me. Hey, I noticed you're wearing the watch, you've got the phone, presumably you're going to get the MacBook Neo. What about the glasses? Are they going to be a thing? I've been reading about them lately, and some people say they're absolutely revolutionary, this is the way we'll all be doing it. Some people say nah. Yeah,
look, I mean, that's at the sort of opposite end price-wise, the Apple Vision Pro, and they haven't actually launched them into the New Zealand market yet. So, this is, I guess, Apple have experimented there in the market. They're available in Australia and the US, but they obviously, from their perspective, it's not important enough to make it available, right across the board in every market like New Zealand. So I think I'm probably still on the fence as to what the future of the Apple Vision Pro is, but it hasn't picked up the attention that probably many thought it might do.
All right, so you're not wearing them now then? Those are not. Yeah, very good.